Please join me in welcoming Alex Vincent to the stage.
All right. So I'd like to set the stage before I get into the presentation, if I might. So what I would like you guys to do, because it's not just me talking, it could just be talking, and you guys could maybe take a nap. I actually want you to think about how these things apply to your own personal leadership. So I want you to think about it and relate it to you. And so one of the questions that we need to ask, and that I'm going to ask you to think about as I go through this talk, is what does it mean to be a leader today? So that's the first question to ask ourselves in terms of leaders. The second question is, what are the key pillars? What are you driving for? What are the KPIs? What's the reach? Is it regional? Is it national? Is it North American? Is it global? What's the scope? What's the timeline? You need to understand your strategy as well as anybody else. And that's an individual accountability and a collective accountability. I should be able to ask any of you, what's the strategy? And you should be able to tell me in like a minute and a half, and I should get it. Okay? So here's the thing, though. Once we understand our environment, and we're able to anticipate what's likely to happen, and we understand the strategy, the leadership is the bridge between the two. Our leadership is the bridge between what's going on in the environment and our organization's response. And so what the leadership contract has done is it's really done a good job to say, okay, guys, we're assuming you want to be leaders. So I'm starting with that premise. If you're in this room, you are a leader and you want to be a leader. But the first thing that came up is, do I really agree to what it means? And leadership is fundamentally a choice. It's fundamentally a choice about being the leader and continuing to make myself the best leader that I can be. And really saying, okay, I'm in. I'm in. Now, it's making that choice for yourself. It's making that choice for the people that you work with, your team members, your clients. But only you can answer those questions. Only you can make that choice. Nobody can force you into it. Here's the challenge. The more you move up in an organization, the less time you have to think. So maybe at one level you might have a few days, maybe a couple of weeks. The more you go up, they say, yeah, I'd like to offer you a new role. Guess what? I need an answer in like 5 minutes. Yeah. So we need to actually step back and think about it. And it's okay, if I accept this role, what does this mean for me as a leader? What does this mean in terms of what I need to deliver as a leader?